Hey everybody, guess what? It's Thursday and we are here with Daniel from Caregivers by Wholecare. So when you hear that name, you may not understand exactly what they're doing. So Daniel's here to help us understand it. And I know when you find out, you're going to want to know more. Daniel, how's it going this morning?
It is going fantastic. Doing great. How about you?
Good, good, good. It's very humid for anybody who hasn't been outside yet.
It is very humid, but that's
Yeah,
Tennessee, right?
yeah, in July. Yes, I'm never used to it. I don't know. I've been in the South for my whole life, but I'm never going to get used to it.
I don't know if you can get used to humidity, so
Right.
you just kind of have to bear through it.
Yeah. Let's talk about Caregivers by Wholecare. Tell me
Yes, ma'am.
exactly what you guys do there.
So we provide non-medical home care services. I'll kind of give you a little backstory with Whole Care. We are actually celebrating our 25th year of operations here in Middle Tennessee. So our founder and chief care officer, Elizabeth Moss, started Whole Care over 24 years ago with a vision to help seniors, to help the elderly, in a way that really kind of treated the whole body. She wanted to look at non-medical home care from a very holistic standpoint. So, we approach, our individuals from a very holistic standpoint where we really address the needs, emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally. And that was her vision, to be able to provide care to those to seniors who really, at that point in time, weren't able to do things for themselves, that may have been struggling with certain daily activities, and to help them in a time that they needed it most. And 24 years later, we are here. We are actually the longest operating company in Middle Tennessee providing non-medical home care. We have been recognized, locally and nationally as a employer of choice, as a provider of choice. We just recently actually won the Nashville Business Journal Best in Business Award, which we are
Nice.
very, very excited about.
Yeah.
And so what we do is we provide non-medical care to seniors that allow them to maintain their independence, to maintain their freedom, and to do that in the comfort of their home. And home really is wherever they call home. So it may be at their residence. Maybe they've been there for 20 years, 10 years, but it's at their residence. Or it may even be in a senior community. So, if they're in an independent living community or retirement community or assisted living, memory care, we're able to provide those services to them to make sure that they're able to live really the best of their life.
Yeah. I know there's a big push right now for seniors to stay in their home as long as possible.
As
And I
long
think, and I think this is a great benefit to that. And I know so many people have been looking for help with their elderly parents or aging parents. And I think this is a great way that you guys can help.
It is great, and most people really do want to stay in their home. And so what we do is we try to really kind of go in and assess what are your goals, what are your aspirations, what is it that you want, and then treat each individual case to be able to provide the care that's going to allow for that. So it's a great privilege to be able to do that. People want to be at home. It's comfortable. It's secure. It's what they're familiar with. And so when we go in, we try to make sure, one, that home is still accommodable, that they have certain things in place that to help them stay safe. Falls are always a big issue. And so we do, a fall prevention checklist. We'll go through and make sure there are no obstacles that may lead to tripping, or even assess the medical conditions to make sure if they're having, certain mobility issues or having a harder time of getting around. Maybe they need to put rails in, or maybe there's certain things that can be done. So we really do look at, what are all the ways that we can do to make sure that you're able to stay at home.
I think another thing that people are always questioning when they look for someone to come into the home to take care of their aging parents is, are these people qualified and can I trust them? So talk to me about that, because those are two huge things that I think people are really concerned about.
And that is absolutely, the thing you want to really understand is this individual is coming into your home. And that's really important to understand. So it's important to make sure that you're doing your homework. Find out everything you can about that agency or that individual. I can, attest for us, speak for us. All of our caregivers go through a national background check. They go through a screening process, especially in our recruiting process. They go through a screening process. We check their references. We look at their experience. They go through drug screening, different types of screening as well. And then also, too, once that caregiver is brought in, what type of training are they receiving? Do they know how to effectively do a transfer from, a bed to a wheelchair to a shower? Do they know how to handle different cognitive issues like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's? So there's a lot of training that is involved to make sure that when that caregiver comes into your home, that they know what they're doing. And it's also important too to make sure that that caregiver and the individual have a connection, especially when you're dealing with cognitive diseases. You want to make sure that person, that individual, they have a connection, because they're going to be spending probably a lot of time together. They're going to get to know each other really well.
Right.
And to have that connection is also going to be able to, make sure that the individual is comfortable, the senior's comfortable, the family's comfortable with that person coming in. And also, too, the caregiver is able to provide better care. It helps to be able to provide better quality of care that's really going to help that senior in the long run. But it is important to do your homework, to know who it is that's coming into your home, and to make sure that agency has done everything they can as far as determining who that individual is.
Yeah. Wow. A lot of great information. Tell everybody where they can find more and maybe set up a time to talk to you guys and figure out if this is a fit for their family.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can always reach us at the office. It's 615-298-9201. You can always look at our website, caregiversbywholecare.com. And just, one of the things that I really, try to stress is making sure that you're prepared. Try to be as prepared as possible. One of the things that we see, unfortunately, is a lot of times when people do reach out, it's kind of that time of crisis. Maybe the incident has already happened, or, you've reached the point where, it's a crisis mode. But we recommend, reach out to us, talk to us. We would be more than happy to be a resource for you, even outside of the spectrum of home care. And we would like to make sure that you are as prepared as possible. So, if the time comes, or when the time comes that you do need that help, you've got everything, in order and in line. And it does really help. It helps to provide that quality of care. And that way, too, you get all your questions answered. And you're going to get all the information that you need.
Right. Yeah. Tons of information. You've given us a lot to think about. So I encourage you guys, give them a call.
And you're available 24 hours a day. So
there you go. Daniel himself will pick up the phone 24 hours a day, right?
Be able to speak to one of our wonderful team members. So we're here.
Yeah, thanks so much. It means so much. I think there's, like I mentioned, so many people in situations where they're raising a family and they have aging parents, and it's a lot on your plate. So I think having this as a resource is great.
And we like I said, we are doing everything we can to make sure that we're taking care of our seniors and taking care of everyone's loved ones, family members. I mean, it's a great privilege and an honor to do it. So we're very thankful to be where we are and to be able to do what we do.
All right, Daniel, it's great to catch up with you this morning, learn more about that. You guys, please go check it out. We're going to see you back a little bit later this year, and we're going to talk more about that.
We'll catch up.
If you have more questions, we'll have them for you.
All right, let's go.
All right. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.
All right. Thank you.